Hello guys, happy 2025. It's been a few months and I have quite a few updates. I hope you all are doing well and that you had a nice holiday break even though it is almost March. I have some reading updates, just some life updates as well. So I've been in a little bit of a reading slump. I have only read 2 books this year and it's almost March, but it's okay. The first book I read is Self-Compassion by Kristen Neff, The Proven Power of Being Kind to Yourself. I really enjoyed this. I read this every night before bed in January, and it really opened my eyes to how I speak to myself in my head, and I realized that I can be really harsh on myself. And I can talk to myself in my head in ways that I would never speak to a friend or loved one. So that's the first book I read. And the second book is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. I know this is kind of a polarizing book. Either people love it or they hate it. I personally loved this book so much, I would give it 5 out of 5 stars. And it reads as kind of like a field guide journal. So you're following Emily Wilde on her quest to create her encyclopedia of fairies. And I thought the world was very immersive and the writing was very immersive. And I'm looking forward to reading the second book. I did get a couple of library books. The first one was Fear the Flame or Fear the Flames. I'm not quite sure. I'll put a picture of it. And I got probably like 3/4 of the way through this book before I had to return it. And I was intrigued by the story, but some of the writing to me felt a little amateur. And I know that that is that author's debut novel. So that's just my personal opinion. Wasn't quite my cup of tea. I have also been reading on my Kindle Throne of Secrets by Carrie Maniscalco. I am 58% through this book. It's just been really slow for me. I just read a little bit here and there, but it hasn't been intriguing enough for me to like sit down and read for hours. So yeah, kind of struggling to find something to catch my attention. I recently learned about the book Wings of Starlight that just came out, and it is about Queen Clarion from the Tinkerbell movies. It's her backstory, and I really want to read this book, and it's sold out everywhere. I even went to Barnes & Noble last night because online, it said they had it in stock, so I went to go buy it. I got there, I asked them about it, and they said no, they had just sold the last book. So it seems very popular, and I'm having a hard time tracking it down. So I might do some research a little bit later to see if I can find this book anywhere. But I'm hoping to get my hands on that. And yeah, if you have any book recommendations or books that you've been loving lately, please let me know because I'm struggling to find something that really catches my attention. On another note, for life updates, Leo and I have recently subscribed to Blue Apron, which is one of those like grocery services where they mail you your groceries, but they also give you recipes. And we signed up to get 3 meals a week, and the first delivery is supposed to be on Monday, and it's currently Thursday. I'm very, very excited about it. I don't mind cooking, but I am the worst at finding recipes and like procuring the right ingredients because I feel like recipes, I'll find a recipe and it calls for like some weird spice, and then I spend 30 minutes in the grocery store looking for that specific ingredient. I finally find it, I buy it, and then I use it one time and I never use it again. So I'm excited that they'll send all the ingredients to our house and I don't have to go out and get anything. So I will keep you guys updated on how that goes. And yeah, I think that's about it for us. Oh, and I've also been using this little cube timer oh, it's beeping at me, but it has 60 minutes, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, and 5 minutes. And it's super easy to use because you just set it on whatever time you want it to count down from. So it starts a timer and then it just beeps when you're done. And to pause, you just put it up on its top facing side. And to resume, you flip it back. And I have been struggling with staying focused on tasks at work, mostly because I'm switching around projects a lot, and some days I feel like I switch so often that I don't get anything done. So I've been using this timer to say, okay, I'm gonna spend 30 minutes on this one task or an hour on this one task, and once the time's up, then I'll switch to the other things that I need to get done. And I feel like I get so much done during the day when I use this, so highly recommend using an actual physical timer, because I've tried using timers on my phone and I just know if I'm going to pick up my phone, I'm going to get distracted with other things. But with this, there's no distractions, just the timer, and yeah, I've been really enjoying it lately. I'm also really proud of our decorations that I made for Valentine's Day. Leo and I are pretty low-key when it comes to Valentine's Day, and we usually just like cook a steak dinner at home, but I wanted to kind of decorate a little bit and make it special. So I made this heart chain with paper and I just stapled it. I have a stapler that doesn't require staples. And it kind of just like folds the paper in on itself, which is kind of cool. So I was able to use that to make this little chain that I'm very proud of. And I just put around some of our engagement photos that I had printed a few weeks ago. And yeah, I also made this card from scratch. I was really into card making for a couple weeks and made a bunch of Valentine's cards. And yeah, I've been really into paper crafts, if you can't tell. And I made this as well. These are actually supposed to be hearts, but they didn't really turn out how I thought it was going to turn out. But that's okay. I still think it's kind of cute in its own special way. But yeah, those are the decorations that I put up for Valentine's Day. We just got our very first blue apron delivery and I'm very excited. I'll show you what it looks like. It's in this pretty large box. It's quite heavy, and inside there's these, I think this is to keep it cold. So much food. The produce looks pretty good. Let's see what else is in here. Spinach. A tiny carton of eggs. I think there's just 2 eggs in here. Pita bread. Knickknacks. Must be like sauces and seasonings maybe. 1 sweet potato. Cherry tomatoes. Mushrooms. Carrots. More knickknacks. Kidney beans. Even more carrots. Chicken breast, and a clove of garlic. And then we have our 3 recipes for the week. Cheesy mushroom quesadillas, Moroccan style chicken and couscous, and white bean shakshuka. Is that how you say it? I don't know. And garlic pitas. Oh, and I got Wings of Starlight through Libby. I placed a hold on the audiobook last week, but I didn't expect much because they didn't even have the audiobook yet. Like, you could place a hold on it and just say, like, I want to read this. I would like if the library would purchase this. So I got a notification that they got the audiobook and I was able to check it out through Libby. So I have been listening to Wings of Starlight, which I didn't think I would be able to get my hands on until like March or April, so that's very exciting. I'm currently about 20% through the audiobook and I am really enjoying it. I am going to keep listening, and yeah, I just can't believe that I got it through Libby. It is very rainy and dark today, which is perfect for reading. And I just finished the Wings of Starlight book and I really, really enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to buy it when it comes back in stock in stores because I liked the book and also the cover is absolutely gorgeous and I want it for my library. So I will be buying that whenever I can find it. But it really brought back a lot of good memories because when I was like 12 or 13, every day after school, I would come home and log on to like the Pixie Hollow online multiplayer game. And I was obsessed with that. My friends and I would play it like every day. So it was really fun to jump back into that world. I'm planning on watching the Tinkerbell movies now, especially the one that takes place in the winter season, because Wings of Starlight is like the prequel to that movie, I think. It just makes me want to watch the movies, and I really enjoyed it. But for now, I think I'm going to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching, for reading with me, spending the week with me, and I will see you guys again very soon.
Golden, golden things, golden, I follow only golden, golden, golden things.